What's going on, everybody? It's CryptoVision here, back again with another crypto market deep dive. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. We're looking at some green, but we make videos green, red, purple. It don't matter. We're dropping videos. We're going to be taking a deep dive in Ethereum, checking out multiple different time frames, checking out the thesis, see if it stacks up to where we're at, where we're going. As always, if you like today's video, hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. It's free for you. It's easy for you. If you do enjoy this content, hit the subscribe button. Always stay updated. Without further ado, let's get into it. So we got Ethereum here on the weekly chart. If you've been around the channel for a while, Patreon members know I entered a long position down through here. It's been pretty good. The reason why is, well, according to my indicator and my setup, the previous two times that we touched down on this golden area was a great opportunity for Ethereum. Did one of those attempts follow through all the way? No, it did not, but you made higher lows. Okay, so you made higher lows, and it was the beginning of a great move. Okay, so right now Ethereum, we're sitting in this golden zone, in this golden pocket, I like to call it. And in these areas, we're looking to accumulate. As always, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. This is what I'm doing, especially with Ethereum. And so when we hit this golden pocket, this is the highly oversold area. Okay, so it's a visual representation of what's been going on in the markets. And we all know what's been going on in the markets. Longs have been absolutely decimated. Shorts have been making money on everything. No, they don't need to do any kind of research. They just enter a short, boom, rich. No, I'm just playing. But in general, that's kind of the oversimplified version of it, right? It's been pretty bad, but we're kind of going sideways, not doing much, kind of trying to find a bottom. And this is starting to look very good. It's starting to look like a very good recovery, something like this. This is exactly what you want to see. You want to see these dojis on the bottom, right there. You want to see these dojis on the bottom. That just signals a potential reversal. Potential, right? It doesn't have to reverse all the way. So we're in this optimal zone. Right here through this green zone is that attractive value. It's a good value. We have this transparent, right? Is a fair value, but using if entering in this area using tight stop losses, making sure that you're managing your trade, portfolio preservation as always. And then once you get into these, these red, pink areas, this is when, you're looking to potentially have some take profit levels, right? So you're at this, you're overextended, you're highly overextended, and then you're extremely overextended. Okay, so you're not looking to enter. I'm not looking to enter any trades up in these zones. No trades. Possibly, but not likely. Possibly, but not likely. This is that last zone I'd really enter any trades at. So we have that visual representation, and now we're gonna go look at the indicators and see what's going on. Okay, so we have a green dot on this indicator down through here. So looking for a bottoming signal. We're looking for a bottoming signal. This has been the lowest, tied for the lowest it's been ever since 2016. Right, since 2016, this is the most oversold Ethereum has been, and people are still expecting it just to keep going down. I don't see that. Even, okay, do we get a bounce that comes up through here, that comes up to maybe 3,500, possibly, and then you get a rejection and can come down lower, right? But that's not. I'm not expecting a bounce right through there. I'm expecting some higher prices, and we'll get into some higher prices. I know those of you that come to the channel, you look for those price actions, those targets, and you dip. Stick around to the end or jump to the end, and I'll have those price targets for you. The RSI here is looking very, very bullish, right? When you come down through here and you're rounded at the bottom, this looks very similar down through here. It looks better than this, right? Because you had this blimp through here. You had like a blimp, boop, and you tried and you got rejected. Ethereum hasn't even tried to attempt the moving average. It's just kind of accepted its fate. Like, hey, I'm gonna be oversold, and I'm content with being oversold. And when I'm ready, I'm gonna make sure that the world knows that Ethereum isn't going anywhere. And so that's what I truly believe. You got higher lows on the MACD. You have lower lows in price. Okay. And so what we're doing now is we have higher lows on price. If we're really thinking about this, okay, we have higher lows on price. We have lower lows on RSI. So hidden bullish divergence. You got bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence. You got that green dot down through there. So for me personally, there's too much upside to not start to accumulate Ethereum down through here. Can it go lower? Sure. Am I going to buy more? Yes. And that's kind of the way that I'm doing things right now. In terms of the idea of what is going on for Ethereum, this is what I got going on right now. So, there's been two ideas where, you have this 5-wave move, truncated fifth. I'm leaning, it could be either or. I'm not set on one or the other. I'm not set on one or the other. I'm set on my key levels, because that's just on price action, and then the zones. That's pretty much it. Okay, so if we wanted to say, okay, a CryptoVision, I think the 4th wave was down through here, and this was the 5th wave. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Then we're looking at something like this, like an A, B, C, something like that. For your, you completed that first wave. You completed this first wave. All right, you need an A, B, C down, and then you can go up, and then you can go up. So either way, right? Either way, I'm expecting a move to the upside because of the correction that we've been in. So either it's that B wave retracement where you're coming up through here in 3 waves, and then you reject and take out lower lows, okay? And then you have this corrective move through here, or you make new all-time highs, and you're getting up through here and making new all-time highs. That'll take a little bit longer. Right, that'll take a little bit longer. But I do think, this is really matching up with Bitcoin. Did it come and meet the expectations? No, it did not. But it does have a clean 3-wave move down, right? A clean 3-wave move down. Okay, then you can get that 5th wave up. Truncated 5th wave, not the liquidity that we really needed. We were in quantitative tightening. This is all just because of, Donald Trump being elected and being the pro-crypto president. And then we all know what happened with that, right? We all know what happened with that, and we all know what happened with that. But it's been good. It's been good. I think it's been good. If you take profits, if you pay yourself for dealing with crypto, if you pay yourself for waking up early and getting in the charts and doing your due diligence, I think you've been okay. If you've been holding the entire time, then it's been rough, right? It's been rough because if let's say you bought over here, okay, and you held, you didn't sell, okay, and then boom, you're in a loss. Okay, you held, you didn't sell, okay, boom, you're in a loss. So it's just a roller coaster of emotions. But even if you sold, a little bit, even if you sold a little bit right here, you'd feel better about yourself. Even if you sold a little bit right here, you'd feel better about yourself because you would now have the opportunity to buy an asset that you bought for a higher value. So it'd be a no-brainer to buy it down here because you bought it up here. That's my logic, is if you have that much conviction in an asset class, a new form of currency, then, and it's at a lower price than you initially bought, and you have funds that you made money on, to me, right, that's why I'm just reinvesting everything that I've made in crypto. I just keep reinvesting. I'll keep a little bit on the side for myself, but for the most part, 90% of the profits I make, it's going right back into the market. It just keeps going back into the market. I'm not just waiting and praying for the recession to hit and things to hit a zero. I'm not waiting for a black swan event. I have stop losses, right? I'll take a 10% loss, reallocate, reposition. That's all good. I'll take a 15% loss, reallocate. That's all good. It doesn't matter. As long as I'm staying disciplined and sticking to a plan, these higher price targets are extremely good return on investment. 114%, even if we just get a B wave retracement. If we make new all-time highs, it's a great, great timing. So for me, that's what I'm doing. I do like the fact that, you have a 5-wave move to the downside. You got like this 1, 2, you have a 3, you have a 4, you have a 5. You have a rounded bottom. You got 3 doji candles. This is on the weekly too. This is on the weekly chart. You got 3 doji candles. 3. This one had 2. Pardon me. This one had None. None. Zero. Zilch. Nada. So that's what's going on for Ethereum on the weekly chart. On the 10-day chart, looks very similar. Very, very, very similar. Where, you're starting to lose this bearish momentum. You did make some lower lows, which is fine. And as of right now, it still has that same posture. Let me get rid of this. Still has that same posture. Where you're rounding. What about the 2 week real quick? I want to check out the 2 week. Nope, no buy signal yet, but it's getting down there low. I mean, this is as low as it was down through here. As low as it was pretty much down all the way through here. So your Ethereum's at these prices where you're gonna be at a low. Pardon me, but nothing yet, nothing quite yet. So in terms of the daily price action, so let's go ahead and get rid of a lot of this stuff. And then, okay, so daily price action. What are we doing on the daily? What are we doing right through here? Perfect. Perfect. So, I do like the fact that you were channeling down. Okay, you're channeling down. You come up, channel, break out, break back out. So now we're testing this upper channel. We're testing the upper channel. We're not channeling up. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. That would be bad, because then you're just creating this ascending wedge. You're getting ready to reject off the top. Come here, confirm, make new lows. And I'm assuming that's what we did up here. We'll go check that out up through here in like January or something. Yeah. So you're kind of doing this, right? Came up, came down, came up, right? You're just doing something like that. I know my chicken scratch isn't the greatest. You're not subscribed because I can draw well, okay? Something like that, right? You just came down, boom, reject, boom, reject, boom, reject, come down. So that's not what we're doing right now. We were oscillating down. Ooh, that's perfect. That's why you're subscribed. Sometimes I just gotta, make fun of my drawings, all right? I could draw a trend line, but I'm just being lazy. I don't want to click over here and do all that. I'm sorry. All right, you're just channeling, back testing, going. The idea still remains the same. You're not channeling up. You're actually just going sideways right through here. Okay. So would it be surprising to me if you freaking came up here and came back down and back tested? No, it wouldn't be a surprise to me. It wouldn't. It wouldn't be a surprise to me. I've through the Patreon membership, I've put out my thesis to the timeline, and that wouldn't surprise me. I'm expecting something to. I'm not expecting just to go straight up like that. I'm not. I'm expecting, some chop, a little bit of chop. You got to have a 1-2 setup, right? So this is just chop. There's no setup in here. This is just crap. This is just going sideways. And it can go sideways for a little bit longer, another 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe once the Iran conflict is taken care of, right? And then once you get above the zone, or below, right? If you get up through here, that's when you look good. If you get down below, that's when you look bad. So right now, it's kind of just going sideways. I know a lot of people are excited because Bitcoin's up at, 71,000 or whatever, 71,000, but you got to stay level-headed, right? Because it can just be quickly back to 66,000 and everyone is extremely bearish, extremely nervous. They sell everything and they go live in a cave because they are tired of. Ooh, look at PNG. That's doing great. They're tired of crypto. Okay. RSI. I would like this MACD to really get above the zero, because it's really looking like this. It's not good. I don't like that. I don't like the MACD right here. I just don't like it. It's just there's too much room for bears. There's too much room for people just to short and take out any kind of momentum. We're doing this, possibly doing this now. Possibly doing that now. Yep, let's do that. Let's see if it breaks out. So That's what I got for Ethereum, though. Those price targets are good. You got a green dot on the daily chart. MACD, I would like the MACD to be a little bit more aggressive. The RSI it's kind of it does look like an ascending wedge. Right? It does look like this. Needs to break out. Needs to have a vertical move, a straight move. What the 4 hour? 4 hour, what do you know it? It is starting a little bit red, which is all good. Yeah, you don't want this. You don't want this for you don't want this for Ethereum. This is not good price action for Ethereum. It's not good. Not good at all. Bad, bad, bad. Yeah, so I think we're going to correct back down. I think we're going to come back down to 2,000, maybe even less, and then restart. You got to get out of here. You can't chop like that. That's how you just get set up to the downside. It's not good. It's not good at all. I mean, it's almost, nothing down through here right now, but something like this right here. This is exactly what it is, just like this. Right here. Just kind of just grinding up. Boom, slam down. So that's what I kind of think is going on with Ethereum right now. Not getting super excited. Just staying patient, waiting to see whether or not this comes back down. Backtest the EMAs. Kind of clear out this pattern going on. Clear out, break down, and then get back above and get an impulse, right? Because this is still so choppy. There's not really much going on. The 1 hour chart, yeah, it's very ugly. Very, very, very ugly. It almost looks like a B wave. Honestly, that almost looks like a B wave. That does. That almost looks like you've come down in an A. You're coming up for a B. You're going to come down for a C. Take out these lows. So I think you're going to take out 19. I think Ethereum's getting ready just to tank and take out some lower prices. Unless it can miraculously come down, clear out this, some bearish divergence. I guarantee there's some bearish divergence on here. Maybe not. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. There's bearish divergence. That's a bummer, right? That's a bummer. That is a bummer. So you got some lower highs and you got higher highs. Sorry. My price. Lower highs and higher highs. So yeah, some bearish divergence. We got to clear that out. So now I do want Ethereum to come and pull back. I'm not expecting Ethereum to break out right here. I'm expecting Ethereum to pull back, take out these lows. All right, take out the lows, come back down, still make a higher low, and then go. Something like that. So it's not all sunshine and rainbows right now. I do think Ethereum's going to pull back. What is Bitcoin going to do? What does Bitcoin want to do? Bitcoin looks similar, man. These things, there's no impulse, right? There's no impulse. It's getting rejected. What up to 4 hour? Getting rejected. Yeah. I think this is just another range-bound attempt. Until we can get a close down through here on this USDT. And I'll close out all of this so we can get a nice view of everything. Stablecoin dominance. This thing is really, really looking to close down through here. Stablecoin dominance. This is USDT, by the way. This is inversely related. As this chart goes down, crypto goes up. But you can see it's been going sideways. Until you get a close and rejection, I just don't. And it's towards the bottom of the range. So I could fully well expect to come back up through here and crypto would go down. And then crypto will go up. And then crypto will go down. And then crypto will go up. And then that's the way the cookie crumbles forever. Forever and ever and ever. No, not forever, but just in general, that's kind of the way that crypto has been. This chart has absolutely bent over all of crypto, and it continues to do so even with all the bearish divergence. You got a 2-week red dot. It looks so bearish, but at the same time, it will continue to prove everyone wrong and everything wrong. So, as always, I thank you for stopping by. I thank you for your time and your support. If you're interested, like I said, in the free Discord, it'll be linked in the description. So the Patreon. If you like today's video, hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. If you're interested for more deep dives for my live streams on Mondays and Wednesdays, subscribe for you stay updated. As always, take it easy. Peace.